So, if you're a shy guy, maybe you don't have the confidence that you wish you had, I'm going to tell you exactly what steps you need to take in order to achieve it. So, listen up and implement every single step I tell you, okay, from the start to the finish. Because if you miss one of these, then most likely you're not going to improve your confidence. So, let's go ahead and get into step number one. Step number one, I know it's basic. I know you guys have probably heard it a lot, but you need to work on yourself, right? Your confidence comes from how you treat yourself. Your confidence comes from the actions that you take daily towards bettering your life and towards changing your situation. So if you're stuck in the position that you're in and you're unconfident, you're shy, and you're just okay with it and you're not doing anything to change that situation, then nothing's going to change if nothing changes. Okay? So nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't start making a change today, right now, then you're going to be at the same exact level of feeling unconfident. Okay? So first, work on your physical, work on your body, work on your face, work on your haircut, work on the basic things, right? This is the basic things, and then we're going to start working on the internal, okay? But first of all, like I said, adopt a skincare routine, brush your teeth, whiten your teeth. This is the basics, obviously. Find a hairstyle that fits you, and this will start to make you more confident slightly. But this is not the real true confidence, and I'm going to tell you where the real true confidence comes from, okay? So, true confidence is not simply just your looks, right? Because you can feel confident, but it's just that. It's just a feeling when you look good. Because there might be days where you don't have a haircut. Do you still feel confident? There might be days where, like some guys talk about semen retention, when you're not on semen retention, do you still feel confident? If you don't feel confident, then it was just that. It was just a feeling. You just felt confident. But once you truly are confident, it's because confidence comes from competence, meaning once you do something enough, once you do something over and over again, and then you can truly confidently say that you're competent in that area, that's when you're going to develop true confidence, okay? So let's use the example of talking to women, right? If you're unconfident talking to women and you're nervous and you're scared and you're all these things that honestly you're just limiting yourself. But if you are these things, understand that the only way to true confidence is through the steps that I'm about to tell you. Because if you're unconfident with women and you work on your appearances, like I said, you will feel confident for the moment. But it's not until you can do the things that are hard, right? Because what's hard for you might not be hard for me. So hard for all of us is different. Each and every one of us have a different point of what is difficult for us, right? If something is difficult for you, for example, you might be scared to talk to women, that might not be my problem, okay? So we have different problems, but the fact that you have a problem with talking to women and you have a problem with confidence when it comes to women, then that means that's what you need to lean into. If that's what you are afraid of, if that's what your problem is in life, then you have to lean into that. And I know you might feel like, but I'm not confident, bro. What am I going to do? I'm just not confident. And there's no other way that you're going to change that situation if nothing changes. Because let me ask you this, if you're unconfident with women, right? If you don't trust yourself with being competent enough, if you don't trust yourself in your abilities, if you don't believe in yourself enough, do you think that ignoring that for the rest of your life is going to change it? Or do you think you're going to have to start making some changes? Meaning, if that's what you have a problem with, lean into that. You're afraid of women for whatever reason, you're nervous when you talk to women, okay, so you're going to have to do more of that. And like I said, you're going to say, but bro, I'm unconfident. Yeah, but we got to make a change. We got to make something happen in order for you to start seeing results in that area in your life. Are you unconfident with your body? It's not to just say, well, I'm unconfident with my body, bro. No, we have to start making changes. You're unconfident with your body? Okay, let's dial in your macros. Let's go ahead and get your protein intake and your calorie intake at the specific amount that you need in order to get you to the point where you want to be. So once you truly lean into those things, if you're fat and you lose that fat because you dial in your macros and you get serious about your goals, you're going to be confident in that area. If you're afraid to talk to women and you go up to them and you master that skill and you become better, and it's not about just mastering the skill, just the fact alone that when you go up to a woman and you do that and you go and you get out of your comfort zone, you're going to feel like the man shortly after. Even if in the moment before you even did that, you felt unconfident, you felt like a loser, you felt like a beta cuck simp, right? But as soon as you do it, you're going to feel better because that's just life. Life is only rewarding to those who are willing to get uncomfortable and are willing to get into that zone, which most people can't do because most people are blocking themselves in their own head, in their own mind. Because what is the reason that someone who's afraid and unconfident with women won't approach them? There's nothing physically stopping them. There's not a barrier. It's just their own mind. Their own mind is their enemy. So if you want to become more confident, if you want to develop true confidence that is not just based on looks and circumstantial things, you have to start doing that. The reason why I'm so confident in my social skills is because of the amount of reps that I've put in. I've talked to thousands of people on the doors in door-to-door sales. I've talked to thousands of people while as a bartender. I've talked to thousands of people as a chef and as a server. So I am confident in my abilities. I've made 500 videos, over 500 videos. So I'm confident in my social skills, not just because at some point I wasn't. At some point I wasn't the most confident in my social skills. But why am I so confident in them now? Because I've put in the reps to the point where I know I'm competent at this thing called social skills. It's something that can't be taken away from me, right? It can definitely, if you don't work on it constantly, it can start to go on a decline, right? Because if you don't talk to anyone for a long time and you built your social skills up to the point where you were just extremely social and you just go on a hiatus and you don't talk to anyone for a year or 2 years, sure, maybe your social skills will decline a little bit, but you still have that knowledge and that wisdom of what you have to do in order to get yourself back to that point. So if you're unconfident with women, talk to more women. There's no other way around it, brother. I can't tell you a secret shortcut. If you feel like you're a nerd, if you feel like you're a dork, and you're afraid to talk to women, there's no other way around it. So you're going to have to look down, grab yourself by the balls, and have the sense of pride. See, that's what being a man is about. You should have the pride within you that, okay, I'm not a woman, I'm not a bitch, I'm a man. What does a man do? A man takes the risk. A man is not afraid. A man is brave. Yeah, scratch that about a man not being afraid, because in order to be brave, that means that you're afraid and you still take action. So a man is brave. A man is brave. A man does what he doesn't want to do in order to get to where he wants to be. So every time that you are unconfident about something, lean into it and remind yourself, have the pride and say, I'm a man. Having pride as a man means you wouldn't want that stripped away from you. You wouldn't want that stripped away from you. You don't keep your word. That's not what a man does. So that's stripped away from you. Oh, so you're a bitch now. You don't keep your word, right? You said you were going to do something and you didn't do it. So that is stripped away from you. Okay, so you're afraid to talk to women? Is a man afraid to talk to women? No, right? Okay, so I'm going to be a man about my shit and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to talk to that woman. The fuck? I'm a man. See, that's the type of pride that you have to have about yourself. Is a man afraid to start that business? Is a man afraid to take risks? A man does what a man does, so you have to have that sense of pride about yourself. Hope that video helped you. Let me know down below if you have any issues with confidence. I'm going to drop the link down below to my Patreon. I'm going to drop the craziest stuff on there as far as like sex tips and all the secrets, uncensored, fully uncensored. Like, if you find value in my YouTube videos, Patreon, I'm about to go crazy with it. All right. I'm about to drop like some shit that I would never talk about on here. All right. Like the video, comment down below, and follow my Instagram. Peace out.